Hey, welcome. In this video, I'm going to tell you the entrepreneur secrets that nobody tells you, right? So the business secrets, what it takes to be a business owner or entrepreneur. Now, before we begin, I want to ask you a question. If you are considering to start a business or becoming an entrepreneur, why you want to become an entrepreneur? So most of the people, they don't answer this question, right? So they don't think over it why they want to become an entrepreneur. Okay, so before I tell you the secrets that nobody's going to tell you, I want you to work on that, right? So I want you to just take a few minutes and write down your top 5 reasons why you want to become an entrepreneur or a business person, right? So why? Now you can pause this video, go ahead, take a few minutes, and you can write down, okay, and then come back and then play back, right? Play again and continue watching. So I do a lot of webinars, seminars, trainings, and all of that. Most of the people ask me, when I ask them this question, the answer they tell me is they want to make some extra money. I'm working, whatever I'm earning, it's not sufficient, so I want to earn extra money for my family, right? And some people say, I want to quit my job and start something because I'm fed up with my job, right? And some business people say, my business is not going good, so that's why I'm considering starting a new business or maybe online business because digital business is growing nowadays, right? So these are the reasons I get from a different kind of people, like salaried, self-employed, and people who are jobless and all of that, or maybe retired and all of them. Now, there's no problem, okay? I completely get. Even I want to make money, you want to make money, everybody wants to make money, there's no doubt about it. The problem with that is it's not going to be long lasting, because if we want to just make money or some extra money, that's not going to help you succeed in your business, right? Now some of you may disagree, but I have an experience of more than 18 years in business, and I know people who started business with me. They're doing well, some of them, and some of them closed down their business within a year, within 6 months. Some people closed down within years, right? So with my own experience of 18 years into business, and plus I'm looking at all my successful people around me, I'm saying this, okay? So if the only motive is making money or extra money, it's not going to help you. Just imagine, like, if you want to marry a person, I know I'm giving a very different example, but imagine if you want to marry a person, would you marry a person for just for money? No, right? There are a lot of reasons, right? Love, care, compassion, taking care of each other, loving, building family. There are a lot of reasons. It's not money, right? The same way when you're starting a business, it's like your partner. They're a partner for life. This is a partner for business, right? So business is going to give you everything that you want for you and your family and for other people. So you need to have a very powerful why you want to become a business person or entrepreneur, right? So just money is not enough. I really feel sorry or worried about those people who have only making money in their mind. Okay, so before I reveal that secret, right, I want to give you some examples. Now let's take an example of, before the example I would like to tell you something more. I mean, for example, if you go and just Google it, just go and search for why most of the startup fails, or why most of the businesses fail, or how long a business long lost or maybe survive for how many years, right? Just Google, you will find a lot of articles. So I've done my research and I have my proof. So since it's a headshot video, I cannot share the screenshots, but you will get it on Google, right? Now I did a research and I got this results. So one of the results from US labor association, right? So they say most of the business closed down in their fifth year, like 50 to 60% of businesses closed down within 5 years. Within first year, 20% of them closed down. So you will find it on Forbes, you will find it on Fortune, startup companies and all of that. And another research I did about startups. Nowadays startup is becoming very popular, right? So I did a research on that, and I found that 1 out of 10 startups are closing down. So if 10 people start their business, a startup company, 1 survives and 9 is closing down, right? So there's a company called Brad Street. It's a research company. They do a lot of surveys, researches to find out what was behind this kind of analogy. They do that analysis and they give the report. So what they did is they interviewed a lot of CEOs, founders, startup owners, investors, angel investors, why this happens, why most of the people closed down, 20% of them closed down in first year and 50% of them closed down within 5 years, and what is the reason, right? So the first reason that came out is they created a product or services which is not required by the market. Okay, that's the first reason that came out in the survey. And the second thing is they run out of their money. So they don't have the capital to run the show for a long time being profitable. So that is the second reason. And another reason, when they did a survey, they came to know that most of the team members they have, the third most reason is most of the team members they have in their company are not good enough, right? So these are the research outcome. But this research was done by I said Brad Street, but it was done by Fortune 500 companies. Now then the Brad Street company did a research, and most of the investors, angel investors, the people who invested money in the startup companies, they said most of the business owners are not skilled. They don't have the skills required, they don't have the knowledge required, and they don't have the experience required. Okay, so 90% of the people who invested money in startups or companies, they said the founders did not have the skills and knowledge required to succeed in their business, right? So that is the real outcome. Okay, even for personally, for me, not having a product or services that people are looking for, and not having a skills, and skills could be sales, presentation, customer acquisition, creating product, viable product, right? Minimum viable product, all of that comes under that. And also that knowledge to run, operate business and teams and all of that, right? So if you don't have that, how one can succeed in any business, right? So that is the outcome of the research. So as I said, the secret, I'm coming to that. Before that, I'm giving you the foundation, right? Now I see a lot of people asking this question. They ask me, Girish, why do I need to learn all of this? I want practical knowledge. I want to know how to run advertisement. I want to know how to start my e-commerce store. I want to know how to start my affiliate marketing business. But most of the people fail because they get the practical knowledge. They learn how to run advertisement, but they lack in the skill and knowledge that required to run the business. So that is the reason most of the people, they get into the practical things without learning. It's like, for example, imagine you're building a big building, maybe a 100-story building, right? Or maybe 30-story building. Remember the height of the building, or maybe apartment, whatever you call them, or maybe a big tower, right? Now if you're building that, and most of the people, they say, I want the practical knowledge. Okay, you go and you start keeping the brick one on the other, and then you start building, and as you start building, it will fall, right? Because you did not plan, there's no blueprint, there's no what direction you have to, where you have to keep the ventilation, where you have to have the air coming in, sunlight coming in, how strong it should be, what kind of bricks to use if you're building 100-story building, if you're building 10-story building, if you're building 3-story building, what kind of strength you require, right? And the most important thing, the foundation, right? So whatever that you see above the surface, above the earth, right, below that there's a foundation, right? So this foundation keeps the building that you're building, with a 10-story, 50-story or 100-story building, that's strong, right? And if you're taking care of earthquake resistance, or you're taking care of other natural calamities, right? So for that, are you preparing, right? So all of that, it comes in your blueprint, right? You first plan everything, learn everything, what it takes to build such kind of building, what kind of efforts required, what kind of manpower required, what kind of investment required, what kind of foundation that you need to put beneath the ground to hold that big story building, right? So this practical knowledge is about building the, like, it's like the labor work, right? You just go keep the break, like, you have a contractor, you have an architect, right? So architect does all the plans, and then this contract give it to the contractor, then contractor hires this laborers who goes and just they put that break and all the soil, whatever they require to build the material. So that's called practical knowledge. So that's not going to help you, my dear friend. So when you're a business person, you need the skills, you need the knowledge, you need the expertise, you need to learn how to start, run, and grow your business. The same way the the building example I gave. So you need a complete blueprint, right? So once you have that blueprint, then you know this is how my building is going to take shape, right? And to take such a nice building shape, what are the things required, what are the materials required, what are the plant required, what are the labors required, how many people, manpower required, what is the investment required, how much deep foundation required, all of that comes in that thing, right? So that is why most of the people feel they get into the practical knowledge without understanding. I'm not saying practical is not important, it's equally important, but before that you need to know, you need to have a blueprint, you need to understand what it takes to build a business, what skills you need to develop, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, and all of that, right? So I hope that example made sense to you, right? Now, coming back to what I said, the secret to succeed to in the entrepreneurship, which nobody tells you, is I'll give you before I disclose that secret, I want to tell you one more example. I know the examples that I gave so far, if you are smart enough, you must have already got the answer, right? Still, if you not got it, it's fine. So some of us are fast learners, some of us are slow learners. It's fine to be on your own pace. Okay, don't worry about that. Now, look at I'll give you a lot of companies. Look at the Google. They started in 1998. Larry Page and another partner, and today they have become such a billion company. I mean, I don't know how much billion they are worth. I didn't do the research. Maybe 300 400 billion dollar company it is now, maybe 1,000, I don't know. Okay, and look at Amazon, Jeff Bezos, right? He created just an e-commerce store. Today it's one of the biggest online store in the world, not in US, in the world. So that's again maybe a 300 400 billion dollar company, right? Then look at Microsoft. They started in 1975 by Bill Gates. Today it's a billion dollar company. I mean, I don't know how many billions. So he himself has around 42 or 75 billion dollar net worth he has himself. So just imagine the company size, right? And I mean, what else? Uber, like worldwide travel company Airbnb. So why I'm giving these examples is the secret lies in this examples that I gave you, or the previous example that I shared you in the building example, right? So here it is. The secret is, as I already said, learning. Most of the entrepreneurs, they don't learn. So that is the reason they fail. The first example that I gave you, 20% of the companies closed down within a year, 50% of the companies closed down within 5 years, and the startups that failed in, not 9 out of 10 startups that failed in business, and all these companies that I give you examples, they succeeded because they have the skills, they have the knowledge, they have the expertise and experience. Even if they don't have the experience, they have a mentor, they have a person who's successful to guide them, coach them. Like if you look at Bill Gates, he has a mentor. He takes mentorship from Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett has a mentor, like when he was saying, he had another mentor for himself. So look at any successful people, they are always learning, right? So the moment a entrepreneurs stop learning, that's the end of it. So it's a fast growing community or world today. If you're not learning, if you're not keeping yourself up to that, you're going to fail, right? So the secret is that the most of the people, they don't tell you this. You have to learn what it takes to build and grow and take it to the next level. Keep learning, keep learning, keep learning. Now if you are doing, for example, $10,000 turnover, you maybe want to reach out to the $100,000, learn from people who are doing $100,000, right? Of course it's not free, you have to pay them. So from 10,000 you're going to earn $100,000. Now you want to make a $1 million company, go hire someone who's doing $1 million turnover, pay them, learn from them, right? That's how you grow in life or in business. So never stop learning. Most of us are stuck in our 9 to 5 jobs or business and all of that, and we don't learn, we stop learning. Or if you learn, initially we learn, then we get so busy with our life, with our business life or personal life, then we stop learning. So dedicate 30 minutes every day to read books, right? If you look at that, that's my book, that's a physical book. Apart from that, I have audios, ebooks and all of that. So learn, keep learning, never stop learning, right? Now as I said, the secret is learning, right? Now the most important people, like the people I said, I want to make some extra money, right? So those people, why I said it's not good enough reason is because you cannot go with this for a long period of time. If you say, suppose you started a business and you thought you'll make $10,000 in 6 months, for example, and you don't make, in fact you're losing money, or you're investing all your savings, right? Then what happens? You think it's not working, then you close down, right? So that's not the good way to start a business. As I said, that's one part. Actually making money is a byproduct of doing something else, right? So that doing something else, solving other people's problems. If you have seen my other videos, my other webinars, my tutorials, right, if you're part of my courses, you know I always emphasize on this. I give importance to this thing, which is solving other people's problem, right? So you have to understand, if you are not solving other people's problem, why would they pay you money, right? So if I want to make money, if I go and tell people, oh hey, I want to make money, give me money, nobody's going to give you, right? Instead I say suppose I'm in myself, I'm good at digital marketing, right? I'm good at starting online business, growing online business, launching online business, right? So if I go and tell you or somebody else who's interested to start an online business, I tell them, have done more than $1 million of sales, and I can teach you how to start your online business what it takes to build a start and grow and launch, then would you mind paying me money? They would say yes, right? So the why I'm saying this is because, just a second, my system got locked. I'm really sorry for that. Give me a minute. I'm really sorry for the trouble. Right? Okay. It says password is wrong. Right. I'm sorry. So I was saying that solving other people's problems is the way to make money, right? Whether it's online business, offline business, anyways, solve other people's problem and you get to make money. No doubt about that. Now, to give you an example for that, right? For example, how I make money is I have a course like I have multiple courses, but one of the courses where I teach, it's called Digital Startup Success Secrets, right? So in the Digital Startup Success Secrets, what I teach is, so there are a lot of people who want to start their online business, right? And their problem is they don't know how to start, where to start, what business to pick, how to pick, what it takes to start an online business, and these are the problems. They don't know the answers for all of this. So these are the few, and there are some people they don't know whether they need to have a business experience or they need an existing business to start an online business. So there are a lot of confusion in the market. So they see a lot of people earning $1 million, right? And they also see a lot of people earning thousands of dollars and they get confused. Okay, my video is stuck. I don't know whether it's recording or not. Yeah. So if it is stuck, I'm sorry. I'm recording, right? So most of the people, they don't have these answers. So, and it's a problem for them and they're ready to pay anything to solve this problem. So in my Digital Startup Success Secrets, I teach them these secrets: how to start a business, what it takes to start, launch, or grow your online business, how to pick a profitable online business, what it takes to build a profitable online business, what commitment level, what investments required, what skills required, what skills you need to develop, right? So all of these things is covered in my course. So they are ready to pay for that because they are looking for that solution. So I'm solving their problem, I'm solving their pain point, that they need a right guidance, right blueprint. The example that I gave you, the blueprint for a building, right? So they are getting a complete blueprint, and then they are at the right place. After doing my course, they are at a place to make decision for themselves, right? Whether I should start an online business or not, what online business is good for me, what efforts, mindset. That is the biggest compliment I get from all of my students, is the mindset that I teach inside my Digital Startup Secret course. They are like, they say it's mind-blowing. If you see, I keep sending their comments and all of that. So that is the kind of feedback I get from them, right? So now it's up to you uh, to learn, keep learning, and find a business or start a business that is solving problem for other people, right? In my thing, as I said, I'm solving people's problem, how to start an online business. There's so much noise in the internet world or digital world, and people are confused. They are worried about the scams, they're worried about what's good for them, what's bad for them, right? So I'm making it clear for them what's good, what is real, what is non-real, unreal, and what's good for them, what's not good for them. And on basis of that, they are going ahead and starting their online career. And some people, they thanked me but they did not start anything online. I mean, they said, we didn't know these are the things I need to do to start, grow, and earn money through online business. So they thanked me. They did not start any business. So there are people went ahead and they were passionate. They wanted to do something online. They started and they're earning 10,000, 2,000, 1,000. Some people are earning $500 per month, right? So that is my way of solving problem to this kind of people. So now you have to identify if you want to be an entrepreneur, right? So the secret to be a successful entrepreneur, which nobody tells you, is the first thing: keep learning. Learn the skills, knowledge that required to succeed in your business. And the second one is solving other people's problem. If you're solving other people's problem, then you are in the right place and you are going to make hell lot of money. Okay, so it's a quite big video, but I wanted to really cover all of this, right? And just one more thing is, don't just keep a motive of making money. As I said, making money or earning money is default or byproduct of solving other people's problem. Solve other people's problem, money will come to you, and it's a sure way to come. Okay, so if you just want to make money, then that may not last longer, right? That will not keep you motivated for a very long period of time. Okay, so that's it for this video, and let me know what other videos or what other topics you want to really hear out from me, whether it's a sales, marketing, customer acquisition, or choosing a right niche. All right, I won't promise you anything because of my busy schedule, but I would love to help you as much as I can. So I'm planning to start a weekly webinar, maybe a live webinar, or maybe a weekly live Facebook live or YouTube live, where I'll take your questions and I'll answer all your questions. So let me know in the comments whether you want Facebook live, YouTube live, or you want a live webinars. So as per your feedback, I'll start doing that. So weekly I'll try to give you a valuable content like this, like it's almost 27-28 minutes. I'll give you pure valuable information for you, right? So I really want to give back to the society. Now when I say give back, don't come and ask me money, right? Don't ask me for a loan, don't ask me for a free thing, right? Like, I mean, that's very cheap, my guys. I mean, if you're asking for free, that's really cheap. If I have a paid course and some people ask me, why don't you give it to me for free? I mean, that's ridiculous, right? Grow up. All I want to say is grow up. Nobody is here to do anything for free. There are no free lunches in the world, right? So as I said just now, learning skills and knowledge from the successful people is a good way to start. So keep learning, never stop. Whatever you learn, it's going to be helpful now in future as well, right? So what you focus on, you will find. That's one of favorite quote from my mentor Tony Robbins. He always says, whatever you focus on, you will find it. So if you focus on negative things, you will find negative things. If you focus on positive things, you will find positive things. If you focus on being successful, you will become successful. If you focus on being failure, you will become failure. So shift your focus. Focus is very powerful, right? So I'll leave you with that thought. Whatever you find, whatever you focus, you will find, right? So that's it for this video. Do let me know how you like this video. Is it valuable? What else you want to learn from me? I would really love to make such videos whenever I get time and help as many people as possible, right? So thank you very much. Bye.